Are you thinking of buying or selling real estate in Marin County? Well, you need to watch this information so you can make the most informed decision. Stay tuned to the end because there's some shocking revelations on what's going on in the housing market. You don't want to miss it. Let's get to it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're thinking about buying or selling real estate in Marin County and you need a little help, reach out. I love to help people make a smart move. And remember, if you like the content of this video, please give me the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so I'll be encouraged to keep doing these. So before I start the Marin information, I just want to mention that I did the United States market information right here. Looking at that is going to give you a much broader idea of what's going on in the whole United States. Additionally, on a little bit of a closer level, I also did the California market update here. And again, you should look at that to get the broadest view possible. But now, on with the Marin update. So just this week, the California Association of Realtors updated the statistics that they keep. So let's take a look at some of the leading indicators in that report. I'm going to focus on Bay Area data here. And this is pending sales by region. Now, as you know, pending sales are not exactly a leading indicator, but they aren't as bad as many of the lagging indicators. So let's just look at the Bay Area, which is represented by this blue line. What you see is that pending sales are moving down. So there are less houses being put under contract. Comparing that to July 21 and July 2020, at about this point in the data around here, it still seemed to be trending up, but there was a little blip down. And in this year, it was also trending up, but there was a little blip down. So the only thing that's different about this is the blip is lower than these other times when it has gone down lower. And that didn't happen on the other two. This blip here down wasn't any lower than that one, and this one's not lower than that one. So this is the only time where you actually, first of all, we see 3 points down, not 2 or 1, and this one is lower than the prior two. So it does look as if pending sales are decreasing right now, which is probably from the lower demand. Now let's look at new listings by region. So new listings are more of a leading indicator, certainly more than pending, as far as the information that it provides for us. And what we can see, again, looking at the blue line, that right here, there's a little blip up. So new listings are going up. So you put the two graphs together that we just discussed, and you have one where it looks like inventory is going up, also known as supply, and on the previous one, pending sales were going down, also known as demand. And this is the last chart that I want to talk about in this video, and it is active listings by region. And again, here is the Bay Area. What makes active listings interesting is that it gives you an indication of houses sitting on the market for longer. So they're still active. And then the new listings are coming on as well. So you're getting both new listings and the ones that are already there. And as you can see, houses are sitting on the market longer and there are new listings, which makes active listings go up. Okay, it's not going up as fast as Southern California, so there's your interesting point of the day, but it is still trending up, which means more supply. As I said in my previous video, according to Economics 1A, if you have lower demand and more supply, you tend to get lower prices. On with the Marin information. The first thing I want to mention is the information that I collect myself. It is the most up-to-date information that I can find anywhere. And that's just the nature of real estate information, which tends to come at a huge lag for lots of different reasons. In any event, the one that stands out to me this week is, again, the amount of sellers that are willing to drop their listing price. That means these are people who listed their house at a higher price, and now, after waiting some amount of time and undoubtedly getting discouraged about selling their house, they are now lowering the price in order to drum up more interest in their home and raise the potential of selling it. Obviously, that's a really painful move. No seller wants to do that, and it's a really big deal when they start to do it, especially when the numbers doing it are going up. So let's review that information. I presented this information last week as well, but I've made a few number adjustments now because of a few things. Barely changes at all, but I want to start with those new adjusted numbers. So in February, in Marin County, only 3 home sellers lowered the price of their house. In March, 8 home sellers lowered the price of their house. In April, 12 home sellers lowered the price of their house. And in May, 53 home sellers lowered the price of their house. As you can see, that progression is getting significantly higher, and it's actually really important because seasonally, this is not the time of the year that sellers usually lower their prices. Why? Because we're coming to summer, and usually summer is a high activity time for buyers. You know, kids are out of school and kids haven't started school yet. This is a great time for buyers, and yet home sellers are lowering their prices already. This is unusual. But note, I also collected the data from the first week of June. And guess what? 30 home sellers have already lowered the price of their home. 30 in the first week of June? So it is quite likely that we're going to have a lot more home sellers dropping their price in June than we even did in May, and that was quite high.
And this is the last chart I'm going to show in this video, and it comes to us from Barry's MLS, which is right here in Marin County, which is the MLS that I use to do my business. Let's take a look at this top part. What I'm interested in is the number of listings. That is this orange line. The blue one represents closed sales, and as I've mentioned several times in my other videos, that's at a very significant lag. And since this data only covers through April 22, which is typical in the real estate business, these contracts were signed in March and February, many of them before the Federal Reserve even started to raise rates and before mortgage rates were significantly higher, so they really don't have any meaning for us today. However, you can still see that the number of listings has been trending up. And that is of interest because that will lead to more supply in the market. This orange line is represented by these numbers here. So here's where you can see that January was 201 listings, February 258, March 349, and April 378. Additionally, May's number is 400. So again, you can see that listings are going up. That means more supply. That, combined with a lower demand, would make us anticipate lower prices.
Again, if you like this video, please give me the thumbs up, hit subscribe, and ring the bell notification so I'll be encouraged to keep doing these videos. And if you're buying or selling in Marin County, I love to help people just like you make a smart move. Have a great day.